Okay, thank you, David. Thank you for those words. Next up, we've got Mike Hartland, who's the late shift processing rep, where there were a lot of part-time people, part-time colleagues working on that shift. Mike requested that you attend this rally so he can share with you some of the information that he's come across. Mike.
Hello. Hello. My name's Mike and I work, as Paul said, at the mail centre. I'm a postman. My father was a postman. My grandmother was a sub-postmistress. My wife works alongside me at the mail centre. And just for good measure, my brother-in-law is also a postman. You could call it the family business if you like. Between us we've given something like 100 years to Royal Mail. But I know that my family is far from unique here today, because there are many families working within Royal Mail, whether it's the mail centre or deliveries, distribution or whatever function. So as Paul said, I'd like to say a few words about families. First of all, I work on the late shift and the peak time is between sort of 6 and 9 in the evening, so obviously Royal Mail want to be employing quite a few part-time people. Many of these people, men, women, have looked after their families during the day and they wait for their partners to come home from work so that they can go out into those few hours. Now Royal Mail has said, if they close the mail centre, everyone can have a job. But do they seriously expect these people to go to Swindon in the rush hour for 3 hours work? Surely not. So what are they going to offer them? Are they going to actually expect them to get up at 5 in the morning and do a delivery and ignore their childcare responsibilities? We'll have to wait and see. Moving slightly away from families for a moment, there are several people working at the mail centre who have disabilities. They're perfectly capable of doing the work that they do within the mail centre, but for whatever reason they're not able to ride a push bike or drive a van. Again, what does Royal Mail seriously expect them to do if the mail centre closes? Moving on, let us not forget the other families that build up within the mail centre. People that have worked together and socialised together for 20, 30, maybe even 40 years. I mean, there's plenty of publicans in Gloucester that will testify to those particular families. In recent months, 3 of our female colleagues on the late shift have given birth to babies. All of them incidentally have husbands that work at the mail centre. What does the future hold for those new families? As far as I know, none of our female colleagues have actually conceived children since Royal Mail announced their own ill-conceived plans. Is this Royal Mail's idea of family planning? Planning to put families out of work? So if anyone has any doubt as to why this union is proposing to strike on Friday, it's because the history, the heart and the hopes of Royal Mail is enshrined within its workers, not with a group of executives whose only real care is where the next bonus is coming from. So in summary, what I'd like to see is Royal Mail accept its responsibilities towards families, towards all of us in the mail centres. What I want to see is a mail centre in Gloucester, for my future and for your future. I want to see a mail centre in Gloucester for my children's future and your children's future. I want to see a mail centre in Gloucester for Gloucester's future. Does anybody agree? Thank you very much for coming.